rocket like rocket fuel.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep.
The Florida humidity, coach, certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard
line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Ready? Flag. What is that? Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Even.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 20.
Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check right 54. Right 54. I got one. Out. Let's convert.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Easy. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Pass complete to his receiver, Godwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready. Back, 25, 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Silver. Easy. Mike 54. Not today, you are. Not today. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch it.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check 45. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
San Francisco.
Here we go. Wait, You. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Nice. Read up. Two. Hey, they scared. Hey, wahoo. 52's the Mike.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bucs' 9-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jalen Hurd with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Robbie Gould, the kickoff for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Here we go, even. Slam.
First down, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's 2nd year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Watch the before.
Winston now. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Black 22.
54 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Let's go.
To the air again with Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right 54. You don't see me in your nightmares. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. Being chased out left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
You got nothing. Easy.
Off the play fake, Winston buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Winston on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be...
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here we go.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
21. Here we go. 21. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45.
Go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Wait. Bravo. 45.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. On the return is Mickens. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready?
Check. Watch it before.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
From the gun, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
We got this.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
at the 30-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, alert!
On second down, it's Coleman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Here we go. Black 80! 54! I'm coming! 21.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4.
Move!
Mike 5-4.
Come on. You better break it.
Break there.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, alert! Hey, Haywood!
Garoppolo now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
I got you.
Mike 5-4.
You better be hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
One, Omaha.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Pilot, 64, weak. Go ahead.
Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 40. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, stop.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 13. Hey, 5-0.
Now Jones. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Green, triple C. Check 13.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Slim.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
All right.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
12.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Let's go, baby.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
21.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
12, fellas, here we go. 5. 12. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Tight dog.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call. And
you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Switch. Hey, check 24.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Throwing, Winston. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Buccaneers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
X3, 218, chop it hot.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, Delta.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. That's complete to John Ross. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
21.
Garoppolo again. This one into the hands of Hurd. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 19. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here. 52. Here we go, D. All day.
2. Hey, seam 6.
I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pass to Houston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel real.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week